Have you ever seen how a man who desires that God will use his vessel, have you seen how he handles his marriage? He's careful. How he handles his ministry, he's careful. How he handles his body, he's careful. How she handles her sexuality. The desire confers a discipline on you when you remember that there is something you are aiming for. Are you getting what I'm saying? When you remember that there is somewhere you want to go to with God, you will pause. Where you would have shouted, you will tell yourself, calm down. Sin offered in a platter of gold. Sin made cheap. Sin without query. Nobody will say, what are you doing there? Nobody will say that to you. Some of you have grown to that level. Nobody knows. Nobody will know. Nobody will query you. One of our brother, those years when we were in school, Chibeze, I love him. So sincere. Very sincere brother. He called me and Steve one day. Steve was the president. I was the secretary. So when Steve left office, I became the president. Beze told us and said that one day he didn't know what came upon him. We were discussing. He said, I know lost. We said, Beze. It's like, he said, you don't know what I mean. He said, I know him. I know the man called Lost. I know his address. I know him face to face. I know where he lives. And suddenly we stopped laughing because we saw the seriousness, the gravity of what he was saying. And so we began to look at him. He said, one day, the Lost had been dealing with him, but the one that made him to go and look for God. It will be clear to you that if you keep quiet, you will perish. After this one, you can't recover from this one. There are doors that if you cross, my brother, to return from it, Chibeze said that it was so terrible on him that he came outside. He dressed up and came outside, took his bed and came outside and entered Okada. Okada said where? He said you sabi anywhere where they see woman. Okada said see woman everywhere. I know you sabi anywhere where person fit see woman. Okada say I know see woman now. Woman they even this your school woman they. So Okada no be like that. Okada say okay. You want do woman? He say no, don't say that. He say oh no be him. He say hey na him, but don't say it. I'm a brother. Tell them. Ah God. Come tell your fathers. So they took him to a brothel, and he entered a brothel and selected a prostitute and went into the room, and the lady came in undressed. He said he shouted. The lady said, what is it? He said, my brother. He said, this is too much for me. The lady said, you know they do? He said, okay. He said, when the girl undressed him, suddenly he had one voice inside him and said, Chibeze, the kind of evangelist you said you want to become like Bonky, is this where you will come from? He shouted and told the prostitute, do you have Bible? I'm telling you. She said yes. He said give me. She went to her bag and brought Bible. He grabbed it naked and held it and said, God, there is no defense remaining. There is nothing that will stop me from this girl. But I remember remember that I have a desire. Joseph said, how shall I do this wickedness against God? I have dreamed a dream. I've received a calling. I have a cry in my spirit. I can't do this. 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 It's lack of desire. That's why we are messing around. There is no vision, no desire, no cry. Nobody is yearning and longing to be usable to God. You see that yearning. The day you are baptized in that thing, what people struggle to get when they give it to you free, and you know that it will register something against you in the realm of the spirit, you will send it back. I know what I'm saying. It's a drag you can't explain. Beze said as he was holding the Bible, his body calmed down. The prostitute looked at him, saw Oga, dress up. Come they go. He said, yes, I go, they go. He said, when he came back that day, he went to look for God. He said, Lord, so it has come to this point. Huh? So this thing I've been keeping quiet. You know, some of you are quiet. Something is wrong in your life. The only thing you do is after things are made, he said, Lord, I'm sorry. So you are not really making move. How shall this beast be slain? What do I need to do? There is no greater achievement. There are many singers. There are few who God is using through song. You can't resist it when you hear them. You can't fight it even if you hate them. Your hatred will pause after the ministration. You can start because the hand of God is upon them. There is nothing greater. And if you say to me, can God use me? I will answer you without wasting time. The answer is yes. And if you ask me, so why is he not using me? The answer is simple. He will first of all corner you and cut you. There is something he needs to cut out. He needs to just remove it. Let him just cut it out. And he can put his stamp on you. Agame werobi mujere gozi werendum lologo ubuapo gempuri jere gozi nino onye nwula nwapu tochukwu. Agame werobi mujere gozi werendum lologo ubuapo gempuri jere gozi nino onye nwula nwapu fechukwu.